Take comedy, drama, a musical, throw in popular songs, amazing dance numbers, and a woman who can hear your innermost wants and desires, and you've got Zoey's Extraordinary playlist, which airs Sundays right here on NBC. If you haven't had a chance to catch the show, here's a clip of what you've been missing.
And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Constantly.
Joining us now to talk about the show are Peter Gallagher and Mary Steenburgen, who play Mitch and Maggie Clark. Thank you both so much for being with us today.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Thank you, Tati. Great to be here.
Well, you both have had successful careers in television and movies. How does this show compare to what you've done in the past? Because there's so many things in this series that you don't really see anywhere else.
I think for me, the big challenge was the musical numbers and the singing and dancing, because unlike most of the rest of the cast, it was still something I hadn't done a lot of. I'd sung a little bit in movies and danced a little bit in movies, but I'd never done both. And that's been one of the joys of it for me. And it was the reason I think I was drawn to something that put me outside my comfort zone and scared me a little bit. But then when you work with somebody like Peter Gallagher, it makes it a lot easier because he's so graceful at all of this and such a pal that he really has helped me through it.
Can you tell us what we're going to see as the first season comes to an end?
The last episode was both thrilling, it was challenging, and there is a moment at the very end of it that was one of the most exciting sequences I've ever been a part of in my career. And it was, it felt at times like there's no way we can do this. It was a 7-minute unbroken shot that involves a passage of time. And it's very magical and yet very real. And I'm really proud to be a part of it. And I think people will be very inspired by it.
Obviously, Mary talking about a love scene, but that's all I'm going to say.
Well, music is a huge vehicle for connecting people. So what are some of your favorite songs that come to mind from this season?
Well, I loved my duet with Peter, the Ed Sheeran song Perfect. I loved being able to sing the Bee Gees song How to Mend a Broken Heart. I loved Peter's version of True Colors. I've Got the Music in Me was fantastic because it was the entire cast plus a lot of other people in a huge group dance that took days to rehearse and shoot, and it was very thrilling.
I never thought I would be able to sing the songs I grew up with and I love ever, much less for an audience, a television audience. You know, on Broadway, you have 1,000 people 8 times a week. And so Van Morrison, oh my gosh, Van Morrison said yes to us. Austin wrote him a personal letter asking to release Moondance to us, and he did. And I think that made everything, and True Colors, and the Isley Brothers. It's your thing. Oh my, and Harvey Mason Jr. recorded us. He's our music producer. Paul Simon's song, Sounds of Silence. And I haven't seen this episode, but I think the Billy Joel song should still be in it. And not to mention Ed Sheeran. I mean, all of these great contemporary songs. Honestly, I couldn't have been happier with the songs I got to sing or the songs I get to listen to. All the songs Mary said, everything that Skylar does and Alex does. Oh my gosh! And Jane's "How Can I Live Without You." They're great. It's great music.
Great music, great characters, great story. Can't wait to tune in. Thank you both so much for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you.
All the best. Go Detroit.
Go Detroit.
Thank you. Zoey's Extraordinary playlist airs this Sunday at 9 right here on Local 4.